How's it going with the transitioning into running?
Yeah, quite good. It's nice to have a different stimulus for a little bit and just different thinking and stuff like that, which has been good.
I've been working with him for 2 years, and when I sat down with him when he initially said, "Oh, I'm going to do the marathon," my initial thoughts were right, how are you going to manage that around triathlon training or aspirations in triathlon?
Kind of supplementing a lot of my kind of easier running with swimming or biking, so it works out quite well. It's not load bearing, and then it just keeps an aerobic stimulus in for instead of doing those second easy runs. So hopefully the rationale works out, but it's quite cool to be doing something that no one's done before.
It made me actually consider the fueling element to a 2-hour event, which isn't a triathlon. So then it's a case what can you tolerate and how much? But actually, Alex is quite a unique individual in the sense that because he is a triathlete, he's actually used to fueling during exercise, a lot, which is probably different from the guys that are pure runners, because they don't generally fuel, maybe 1 hour run sessions and stuff like that. They might do a little bit, but Alex is regularly taking on board 80-90 grams an hour, especially on the bike. That's just his day-to-day stuff. So that's why I'm really interested to see, can he actually tolerate it, because I'm kind of expecting it to be reasonably high, but then it's just a case of, can he actually tolerate it running at race pace for 2 hours?
Yeah.
That's the interesting bit. From the testing that we've done today with the C13, and that's then going to really give us like you said before, it'll give us a range of actually how much he needs to be fueling every hour, and then it's just a case of practically how do we then deliver that in training so we can practice it for race day.
I think the thing for me is I did so much of my fueling on the bike, and I think my stomach is very can tolerate a good load of carbs, but it's all about the kind of actually taking it on during the race itself and running, which is all a new experience for me, a new stimulus. So I think that's the thing which I'm finding challenging at the moment.
We can make the best plan in the world, but if you can't execute it on race day because picking up bottles from tables, even little skills and things like that, position yourself in the group to try and pick a bottle up from a feed station, ingest it in the right volumes and not just 100 and 150 ml. It's if it's 250 ml that you need to get it down.
All right. Sorry, it's a bit of a boring day for you lot.
That's right. I guess with London, it's home city. It's easy to get caught up in the adrenaline of the situation as well, and suddenly be 15k in and realise you've got your fueling strategy.
Definitely, I think managing emotions for me is something which I find can be a strength if you use it in the right way. And I think for me, if I'm able to focus inwardly and focus on myself, but also kind of appreciate what's going on around with the amazingness of being able to race at home for the first time in a while, I think that can be a strength and can kind of allow me to embrace and fuel me with energy, but also make sure that I'm doing the right things at the right points. So
I think in triathlon you get used to logistics. Triathlon as a sport, you have to be good at time management, logistics. This is just another process that we have to go through to get ready for the marathon. So for Alex, it's almost been quite a normal thing to have to try and think about. But again, it's his first marathon, so it's not nothing's a foregone conclusion. We don't want it to be guesswork. We want it to actually be really well thought out.
Things like this, they're not only applicable to my marathon nutrition strategy, it also will be for triathlon and where I take fuel in and how that's going to affect different stages of the race and that kind of things, which I think is going to be pretty beneficial. And if everyone saw in Paris, I think there was definitely points where I got my nutrition a little bit wrong throughout that race, and if I can just nail down those little fine margins, then hopefully that can make a difference come when it matters. Maybe LA, hopefully LA. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to race London again, so I think for me, as much as I want to race well and deliver this and everything correctly, I think it's also about enjoying it and I go in the same as 40,000 other people on that day as a complete novice and not knowing what to expect. So that's exciting, and that's a cool place for me to be in.